President Joe Biden pushes ahead with the proposed $973 billion bipartisan infrastructure bill by taking the plan on the road. The president is trying to convince Americans that the spending spree is the right way forward. And for the White House, it is just part of a two-part plan. White House correspondent Owen Jensen reports. Owen?
Hi, Tracy. Good evening to you. Well, President Biden traveled to La Crosse, Wisconsin today, where he laid out his American jobs plan to voters there. And he made it clear his plan to spend does not stop there.
Right here, we're standing in front of one of our hybrid buses, and it's being operated right now by one of our amazing bus drivers.
President Joe Biden visits western Wisconsin, the city of La Crosse, near the Minnesota border, taking a bus tour of sorts. His infrastructure plan includes billions for public transit, like buses.
This deal also makes the largest investment in public transit in American history. A whole lot of people here in Wisconsin depend on public transportation, like the bus system here in La Crosse, to get to work, to school, to get around.
Some of the other key components in the American Jobs Plan: investments in roads, bridges, and high-speed internet. And the president says it'll create millions of high-paying jobs that cannot be outsourced. And to help pay for it, cracking down on tax cheats.
It was last week when a bipartisan infrastructure agreement was announced outside the West Wing. But later, confusion took over after the president said he would not sign the agreement unless it was paired with another spending bill he wants.
But if only one comes to me, I'm not. If this is the only thing that comes to me, I'm not signing it. It's in tandem.
Over the weekend, to clear up the resulting confusion those comments sparked, the president wrote, "My comments also created the impression that I was issuing a veto threat on the very plan I just agreed to, which was certainly not my intent." Senate Republican leader Mitch McConnell responds, the president has appropriately delinked a potential bipartisan infrastructure bill from the massive unrelated tax and spend plans that Democrats want to pursue on a partisan basis. Now I'm calling on President Biden to engage Leader Schumer and Speaker Pelosi and make sure they follow his lead.
Now, the other plan, called the American Families Plan, calls for, among other things, 4 years of free education, help paying for child care, and extending the child tax credit through 2025. And Democrats could push that through on their own using something called reconciliation. At the White House, Owen Jensen, EWTN News Nightly.